It's been a bit crazy, lots of stuff coming in and out. Mr. Caddy's still not happy. We're going to be removing that stuff from his car, provided he's not damaged any of it. We've had a busy day yesterday, started the transporter, that's all today's work. Key 500.1, key 200.4, complete rewire of the system because it's awful. Retune everything and just basically go through the powers, the grounds, speaker cable, signal cable, make sure everything is 100% for him. He's a lovely lad, just bought a really expensive bus and obviously is now met with this big problem, so we need to put it right for him. We're in the Chaser, and I've got some parts, Cusco, that are fresh come in from Japan, ready for this thing. We need to do some bits to it, but it's just finding time, and the Lotus, we've still got to carry on with the engine, but the sun has been out for a little bit, work has gone mental, so that unfortunately takes focus because we need to pay bills. That's cool. Mitsubishi Starion, you don't see many of them anymore. Due to be wet for a couple of days, a bit grey, a bit miserable, and then I think Saturday, Sunday we've got some nice weather, and then crap again next week. So I don't know, we should get some time to get out on the bikes this weekend and do some stuff. I don't know whether that's field derivative or road derivative, but I'm gonna get some tunes on, enjoy this little beastie, get to the shop, start a coffee, drink a day. Yes, that's what we're doing. See you in a bit.
Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys.
Tomorrow.
Just one.
Morning everyone. We've been busy already. We've had a couple in. The Mini's sorted. Customer turned on loads of parts of the system that he didn't need to, and that was creating an issue with the black screen in. We've had A1.
No, Q3.
Q3 for dash cameras front and rear. We've had the 3 Series BMW for her own equipment, high level input, power to the battery. So this thing's done. Sounds nice and bassy. Will do. And then we are just about to go on lunch. Dan is going to pull that out. I'm going to get the van out of the way, and we've got the rewire on the lovely bus that we had the wet amp and cable issues. So this is coming out. We're going to do kicker key 200.4 and a 500.1 to power the sub and the 4 speakers. I'm going to go through all the cabling and rewire everything, make sure it's good. See you in a bit. Right then my dudes, so a quick job. Mitsubishi Outlander back in. So this thing, we've been having issues with the Kenwood. That eventually went down to the blokes that she got it in London, and they kindly returned her with a Pioneer. So fascia kit, reverse camera, all working, steering controls, all good.
Played it again. Haven't seen it for years.
That's this one done. Now we're going to jump on with the aired out bus. Oh cool. So we've got Dan's ripped the unit out of it, so we've got the head unit out. We've now got to go through all the wiring, make sure everything is correct how we would have it. Probably going to have to get a lot of this out because I think the cabling runs down that side and underneath the step on the passenger side, sorry, driver's side, which is a bit of a mess. But we need to sort this out for the guy because he's a nice dude. And this is a really expensive problem at the minute. So we need to get in here and sort out all this interesting cable. Haven't we, young Daniel, sir? Right then everyone, we're knocking it on the head for today. So we've made headway with this, we've got everything stripped out. Panel there, cables that are just wedged behind this kitchen unit. And we've also had all of this apart. We started putting in power. We've got the battery out of it, we've got the back cupboard out of it so we can get inside it, but as you can see it's a lovely mess. We've ordered some speed cable to rewire the back end. So we've got a power cable going to go into a distribution block, and then that's going to run power to the 2 keys. We'll have this done tomorrow, should be fine. But nice to get a start on it today and dig into what we need to do. But we'll continue tomorrow. I'm going to take the chaser home. Van's going to stay here tonight, and I'll see you in the morning. Bye. How are we doing, everyone? Good afternoon. Genuine beads of sweat. We've been flat on it today, literally flat on it today. All of the nasty cable is out. We are just doing setup of key and all the other bits and bobs that we've got in. Interiors had to come out because we've had to put cabling all the way down the back of the kitchenette. Dan has been busy tidying stuff up in here. We now have a lovely powered system into our own fuse system, and then our amp we're just going to screw in at the end of setup. We've got our ins and outs, subwoofer power, speaker power, so we're just going to run through the setup on the key. 200.4 first, and then we'll do the setup on the sub, and then we just basically got to build the thing back together, put his kitchenette back in, dash and everything sorted, and set it up. But we are nearly there. Dan's just done the crossover on the right, I've just done the crossover on the left, and we're making headway into audio system, so see you in a bit. Bye. Right then, everyone, so many hours later we're in. So factory head unit, secret base controller, air ride system. Yes, this bus does have air, works and sounds fantastic. We've got the key 200.4 up in the dash top above the radio, and then in the back we've left these 2 panels out. So this one had the amp attached to it, but where they'd used machine screws, not wood screws, it separated all the wood. So this is not going to go back in because it's just going to fall apart, and that one doesn't really do anything. It's a shelf that just gets in the way. In the back we have our little opening here, and there we have, let me just put you inside, new fuse box, new power distribution, kicker key 500.1 just there, and then that is running sub down there, speakers up there, and then what is still in the door at the front. But look at that, what an open space that, as opposed to the mess that was in there earlier. But this one is done. We've had a sound check, it sounds fantastic. So lady's just drinking her tea. Get this one back to her. Simon, thanks very much, bud, appreciate it. Enjoy. Morning, everyone. It is a Friday. We said goodbye to the van yesterday. Bit of a result getting that done. Big job for a day. I'm glad we got it done when we did. Simon was doing some farming thing down in, that's what he does for work, machinery. He was doing some farming thing down towards London way. So his mum come and picked it up last night, so she was saying I'm sure he'd be happy with it because it was really nice, and we were happy with it, so that's, you know, we know it's good. Hello, pigeon. Today we've got a weird one. It is technically it's a Rolls-Royce, but back in the day when this thing was new, there were loads of Rolls-Royces around, but not many Bentleys. So the person who bought this Rolls-Royce actually sent the car to a coachworks to be converted to look more like a Bentley than it did a Rolls-Royce for exclusivity. It's a weird one. It is an older car. We've got parking sensors and reverse camera bits and bobs to do on it, but we're not connecting up the reverse camera. I've bought one of these all-in-one units. So, excuse me, it's a number plate holder with sensors each side and a camera at the top. I think it's of the 80s yesteryear, and the bumper is structural, so if we drill it for parking sensors, we weaken the back of the car quite a lot. If somebody rear-ended it, it's not good, so we don't do that. So this one's having a number plate system for reverse camera parking. I've got hiccups all of a sudden, excuse me. We're doing 4 speakers on it, and we're fitting a Blaupump Bremen stereo. It should be a bit of an easier day. Yesterday was obviously full on because of the camper. So Friday chill, get this one done. Speakers, it's a head unit, it's a parking sensor kit that's got to be running a beeper into the car, so it should be nice and relaxed, hopefully. It is a hand-built car, so there is going to be no real modern clips. Everything is going to be tiny little screws, and knowing Rolls-Royce and Bentley, they probably use flat heads, not Phillips, so you can't center onto it and whiz it out with a electric ratchet or something. It will be a hand tool, so it's going to be an interesting one. So I'll come back to you in the shop when I've had a coffee. We've got the car in. Spoke to the guy. He's quite a character, a lovely bloke. I'll see you in a bit. Morning, everyone. Friday, yes, Fish and Chip Friday. Let me just turn down the radio a second. We have the pit boss's daughter in. Here we go. So this is technically a Rolls-Royce Corniche, but whoever owned it, I say Bentleys were rarer and they had it converted. So it has a HUD bulge, has the Bentley badging, has the Bentley wheels. They've literally gone round this thing and changed it to be a Bentley, not a roller, because rollers are rarer. We have, obviously it's not a Continental, but it's badged like that. We've got parking sensor number plate thing to do, a surround, which we're going to put on. We are just doing the speakers in the car, so we already have the interior out, the front doors are out, and we've got some really old school Pioneer, oh, it says there, Dan, 13 means 13 centimetre. Some really old school 5 inches. We've got a Blaupump Bremen to put in the dash, so we can make this thing a bit new school, but not take away from, you know, the beauty of it. Speakers in the back, we've already got those out. My one is up here. We're just changing these out, so these are going to be a 13 centimetre kicker. We're going to do KS's, a bit nicer, a bit better, and give it some joy, some love again. But yeah, we're going to crack on with this, come back to you in a bit. That's all right. 70 quid, cheap.
Not bad.
That's a grand.
Well, that's a wash car.
Right, roller's done, Bentley's done. We've got the Bentley in, got the blow up on stereo there, kicker speakers front and back, and we've done parking sensors on the rear, but I can't show you because it's registration. But let me just get that in. There we go. So number plates around with parking sensors, but he is done. Electric aerial all works. Let's just turn him on. So we've got 1 hour mode. Aerial comes up. Zip. And it sounds alright in there. There we go. Done. He's happy. See you in a bit, everyone.